Hi everyone. I started with the IFF in Feb this year, and March just derailed everything. We had a lot of plans in mind, but I think gradually we're trying to pick up. IFF is dedicated to basically surveys and research in media, gender, and migration studies in J&K. So as we know that, all of us have seen this. Generally, J&K is discussed a lot outside of J&K. So I saw this being amiss since last 4 years, that we should have more discussions within J&K, and I think this is the right time to start these discussions. We because of COVID, we are at home and we reflect a lot on what could have happened, what was best, what routes can be taken. So first of all, I would like to thank Ashok Aima sir to collaborate with the IFF. Central University Jammu has collaborated. Its students are going to write papers for us, help in research, and what better than students of J&K helping J&K become a better UT. Okay, so media has to strike a balance between informing the facts on the ground and be responsible in placing things into perspective so that people across the nation get an accurate and fair picture. In a nutshell, it means to be responsible enough to report the truth and avoid exaggerations. There is need to counter external narratives, which is well understood, but that should not be at the cost of denying the truth. To speak on the matter, we have a distinguished panel with us here today. I would like to introduce Aditya Raj Kaul, who is an independent journalist. All of us know him. Hi, Aditya.
All happy to be here. Looking forward to the discussion.
Hello, Anil Bhatt sir.
Hello to everybody on this panel. Great to see you all.
Ashwini Kumar sir.
Yes, I am here. Very glad to know that we are discussing a good topic during this COVID, and let us have a discussion on these things.
Sure. And we have Pradeep Dutta is not here because he's on Ladakh and he's out of network there. And we have Snehesh. Snehesh, hi, how are you?
Hi, thank you for inviting me over. This is a wonderful panel, and I think the topic that you've chosen, Ms. Mattu, is something which is essentially very important. The role of media in J&K, and this is, as you rightly mentioned, this is something that has been in discussion outside Jammu and Kashmir. So it's very nice to see, Jammu and Kashmiris, Jammuites and Kashmiris sitting here and discussing this important issue.
Thank you, Snehesh. We have Suminder Kaul with us. Hello, sir.
Hi. Thanks for inviting me to this discussion, and I think it will be a very, all the journalists from Delhi and from J&K will come to a good, consensus in the end.
That's
Thanks.
good. I hope we come to a solution. I'm not sure if Vishal Bharti has joined. My team is telling me that he still hasn't. So whenever he joins, we will just introduce him again. And we also have Zafar Saab with us, Zafar Chaudhary Saab. Welcome. Zafar Saab is also helping us put this live on the dispatch. Hello, sir.
Thank you very much. Hello, and thank you very much. I'm very happy to be with such a great panel this evening. Yeah.
Hi, Ashok Saab. Can you hear me? Ashok Aima, sir. We really want to thank you for helping us.
Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be listening to the galaxy of journalists who have a very prominent position in the media. So it will be a delight to hear all of them. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Our department is looking forward to get very actively engaged with the prominent journalists, not only in J&K, but across the country, because we are preparing a young generation of media personnel in the department. So it's anytime a welcome argument that our students or faculty, including me, we get kind of to listen to the prominent journalists and then try to understand how do we develop a good crop of journalists for the future from our university. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Without waiting more, we should, I think, start with our questionnaire because it's going to take a long time, and maybe the discussion is productive in the end. Who knows? I'd like to begin with getting a general feel in the room as of what each of the panelists think the role of media is in the current dispensation of Jammu and Kashmir, and how far has the media been able to do justice to this role over the years. So Aditya, we're going alphabetically, so you'll have to start first.
Thank you very much, Khushbu and India First Foundation, for having me here. It's an honor, and honor indeed, because there are very senior journalists present. I think I'm amongst the youngest in the panel. And there's Ashwani Kumarji. We've watched him for years and years, for more than 2 decades of fantastic journalism, not just in Jammu and Kashmir, but the other side of Jammu and Kashmir as well. And of course, I have had the pleasure to work with very regularly my friend Snehesh. Somender and I were together in Israel. Very interesting trip that, and of course, glad to be here amongst all, and Zafar Saab, of course. It's a very interesting topic, but there are a lot of dimensions to it. So we'll go into the details later, but I'll just give you a very brief summary of how I see things. Over the last 1 year, I think there's been enough debate about media freedom in Jammu and Kashmir, about how hurdles have been there, the internet disconnections, the post-370 abrogation hurdles that happened. Of course, people from both Jammu as well as in Kashmir suffered that. I don't think that Jammu did get that fair amount of justice in the media space, because as has been the trend in the narrative, Kashmir has dominated that, be it in negative news or in positive news. So I feel that needs to change to begin with. Abrogation of Article 370 should have led to that. I think it hasn't fully. It did trigger a debate at least, but I feel that a lot needs to be done still by the people at the helm of affairs, the people who are governing us. At this moment, of course, the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, Chief Secretary, and others need to dwell into this a lot. I think only a yearly meeting and a photo op with the journalists will not help, both in Jammu and Kashmir, which I think happened very recently. Apart from that, I think there needs to be a self-analysis and a self-criticism as well amongst the media. To begin with, I'm not a really loved journalist, at least in Kashmir, for my views, very aggressive views against separatism and terrorism. But, at the end of the day, when you communicate with, the liberal section in Kashmir, you do realize that, it has become a conflict industry. So that needs to end. I think if my friends in the media are averse to that kind of a discussion and do not analyze that how the role of the media itself has been very unfortunate over the years, then I think we won't be able to bring any change. Yes, politicians need to be criticized. Yes, of course, I believe that there needs to be democratic elections. Of course, it's a larger debate when and how. If 370 abrogation was important, then of course, a democracy, democratic rights, political opinion is very much important, cannot be scuttled in any way. But at the same time, the role of the media, I went to US earlier this year, and the kind of feedback that I got from, Senate members, from important groups there, was as if, there's gun to the head to each and every journalist in Kashmir Valley, as if, army personnel and CRPF is deployed outside every journalist's house, and they are being, scuttled in each and every way. We know that that's not true. Yes, I admit, as I did in the very beginning, that there have been hurdles, there have been problems that the government needs to address, and maybe rightfully so, many of them went to the Supreme Court also, because we have faith in the justice system of India. It did give very strong observations on several occasions, but at the same time, I have communicated to the security establishment also, that the conflict industry of media that we've seen in Kashmir over the years, of course, a lot of external elements also playing a role into it, a lot of money exchanging hands, a lot of separatist involvement that has to a great extent ended post 370. But I think still the mindset.